Hello, my name is Gene Silvers, and I'm the president of FireRock Technologies. We are a technology company that manufactures its own affordable, legal-to-record voice recording system that effectively competes with the big guys who are getting from 1 to 2,500 per channel, which includes their installation, the software and service, where our systems could be as low as $250 to $500, and I can prove to you that 95% of what they offer we have and then some. But today's subject matter is something of greater importance. How do we reduce your phone overhead when it comes to the cost of making calls, the cost of owning the dial tone, called plain ordinary telephone service, which you must commonly heard of this terminology, POTS lines, T1 lines, PRI lines, voice over IP lines, SIP trunks, and other lines similar to that. Today, if you have 8 to 10 lines, POTS lines, around the United States, you're approximately paying $40, $50, $60 a month, or approximately $500, $600 for each line. Then it costs you extra money to make the calls. It costs you to make a long distance call. It costs you to make a call to 411. It costs for everything. So your combined bill is consisting of the dial tone and the cost of making the calls. So technology improved, and other manufacturers of telephone systems created a new product, fairly new, called PRI and T1. T1 is 24 circuits on a digital pair, but it does not give you caller ID. PRI is 23 circuits and 1 D channel to give you D channel monitoring, and in plain talk, it's capturing the caller ID. Now, why does somebody go to a PRI or T1? Because the average cost around the country is between $400 and $500 a month, and you're getting 23 or 24 circuits where you might have paid the same thing for 10, 11, 12 circuits, so you're getting more. Then some of the PRI T1 guys will allow you to break out of the 24 circuits 6 or 8 POTS lines, and the balance would be used for your data. And if nobody is on the phone, you would have greater bandwidth for your data. This was an improvement over the cost of renting POTS lines and the separate cost of renting from the subscriber a DSL or a cable modem. That's okay, but it's generally designed for a home rather than a business. Recently, they have come out with less expensive POTS lines called SIP trunks, SIP, standing for Session Interconnect Protocol. And they're anywhere from $10 to $15 a line, but it still costs 3-4 cents a minute to make a long distance call. Still better than PRI, still better than POTS lines. We have now come up with something unusual, and it's state of the art. We take a product that we sell daily called the 6X All-Works, a little cabinet that doesn't weigh more than 2.5 pounds, and if you notice, it has sockets in it called RJ11s, just like your single line phone that you're plugging into your house. What we do with our magical device and software is convert voice over IP lines, dedicated voice over IP lines, that's really only designed for a single user using his or her computer, and taking 6 or 8 or more of them and converting them to tip and ring like the old-fashioned POTS line. But what is the advantage? These lines are 1/5 the price, and they give you the capability of almost making unlimited calls to the world for next to nothing. In addition, it has conference capability, chatting capability, as clear as a bell. In fact, we know of 10,000 of these lines used by huge banks like the Bank of America. So what I have to say today is, give us a call. We would like to explain in detail how our magical unit will interface with lowest price voice over IP from a multi-billion dollar network provider and make it look like POTS lines. And it's going to be cheaper than POTS lines, cheaper than T1, cheaper than PRI, and cheaper than SIP trunks. I like to call it the only game in town. In fact, through our unique network, you can pick up your cell phone, dial a local number to your hub, and your hub could be this Allworks hub that can hold up to 60 phones, get into this smart PBX, and access a long-distance network for free and make calls to China, the Orient, South America, and Europe for less than 2 cents a minute. How much do you think it costs you right now to call Europe, Asia, Mexico, South America, and the Middle East? Compare my 2 cents a minute rate as to anywhere else in the world. If you want additional information, please feel free to call our number and ask for myself or any one of our sales engineers. Our number is 480-816-5333. That number can be reached as early as 7 a.m. Pacific Coast time. Obviously, it's 10 a.m. East Coast time. We can install this system and have it installed in less than an hour anywhere in the United States. Get on the bandwagon to save money, record calls, and get a much better PBX. Thank you very much. I'd like to hear from you.